So every week after the Saturday games, we look at the Premier League takeaways. What was your biggest shock today, Stevie Nicol?
This is easy peasy, isn't it? Crystal Palace.
Had to be.
I mean, they've hardly had a shot at goal all season. So going to Old Trafford, it was a case of, in my opinion, a complete home banker. And I just wondered how many United would win by. And in the end, with only 2 shots, I think, on goal, Palace win 2-1.
That's all they needed.
Defensively, they were dogged. They stuck to their task. They were, I think, heroic was the way Hodgson
He did.
talked about it. So for United, this is a disaster. This should have been a home banker, but somehow they construed to just throw 3 points away.
They're not going to press the panic button, though. They had a lot of the ball. They could maybe created more. Is that the only big issue for them today?
Well, no, you've lost.
Apart from the defeat.
You've lost 2 goals from 2 shots.
Okay.
That's something to be worried about. And I think of all the things that happened in this game, the last minute goal, De Gea should have saved it. Is this going to be another period where De Gea we're not quite sure what we're getting? That would be a little worry for me.
Okay, so I think we can all agree on the biggest shot. Let's have a look at your biggest irony, Marcus Rashford.
Again, I think this is another easy one to pick. All the hullabaloo that's been going on all week about Marcus Rashford and Pogba with last week's penalty kick. Who should take it? Of course Rashford should take it. Why is Pogba taking it? Blah, blah, blah. He's never missed. And of course, ironically, they get a penalty. Pogba runs to get the ball for Rashford, which was hilarious. And then Rashford, well, he failed his lines and hit the post, and it came out, and
it was all about Keystone Cops.
It was a little comical.
How not to defend. Are we moving to Anfield for this one? Yes.
David Luiz, all the praise I gave him last weekend for a great defensive performance, he kind of showed exactly what we'd been talking about. You're not quite sure what David Luiz you're going to get. Are you going to get the composed guy who just clears everything up? Or are you going to get the David Luiz that makes a rash, crazy decision? And he did it at Anfield, pulled Salah back. I thought he was lucky not to be sent off, to be quite honest. And of course, the game was definitely over then when the penalty was dispatched. But yeah, David Luiz, again, you don't know what you're going to get.
Biggest relief? Of course.
Has to be.
Of course.
You know, it's only the 3rd Premier League game of the season, and Lampard's still waiting for a win. And I can assure you, as a coach, it's huge when you take over any team, never mind Chelsea, any league in the world. Yeah. When you take over the side, you just want to get that first win as quickly as possible. And of course, with Chelsea and all the news that surrounds Chelsea, there's never a quiet moment. There's never the period when he can just hide and get his result and then move on. So today is a great day for Frank Lampard. All the weight will have been lifted. But of course, it might just start again next week.
And the youngest average age starting lineup for 25 years. A lot of positives for Chelsea. Manager in trouble. I get this because you lose 3-0 at home to Brighton. Then you go to Everton. You lose 1-0, but you get thumped by West Ham. How much pressure is he under?
I think he's under huge pressure because of the history recently at Watford. They're a board and an ownership that when things are not going well, they generally press the panic button, and the first guy out the door is the manager. So Steve Bruce will be quite happy today that somebody's taking the pressure off him, because Javi Gracia, no question. This is a surprise for everybody. You know, we kind of all pigeonhole Watford as a mid-table side who are going to win and are going to lose. But right now, all they're doing is losing. They
usually fly under the radar. They get away. They're fine. They get some really good results, as you say, mid-table. But Troy Deeney out. Deulofeu started as a kind of striker, then was more as a left winger today. It's like he's still tinkering a little bit, and he better hurry up and get his first result, otherwise he could be gone.
Well, he needs to decide what his best 11 is and stick with it for a period. Get some results, get some points on the board, get the board back on his side, and then you can maybe start moving the pieces around. But today, after this game, I'm sure Javi Gracia is definitely feeling the pressure.
Frank Lampard's not. He's got his first win. Good win as well at Norwich. 3-2 for Chelsea. That's this week's Premier League takeaways with Stevie Nicol.